ago was boxing in Grey Civic Hall. There's nothing wrong with Grey Civic Hall. I've been there. It's 7 or 8 minutes from my house. It's a lovely place. But he was boxing in front of 600 or 700. Started boxing with us at the O2. Picked up Commonwealth titles, WBC international titles. Now well ranked with the WBC. And on Saturday night, he has a dream opportunity to fight for the WBC silver title. Probably give himself a top 5 ranking with the WBC. Has a very, very difficult fight against Andrea Scarpa from Italy, who is also, of course, looking at this huge opportunity. On the table, just to introduce everyone, on my far left is a young man who we deal with a lot from Italy, had a number of big fights with him recently, is Chris Kirchi from OPI, of course, Andrea Scarpa. Next to him, a young trainer, I think, is firmly established himself as one of the leading trainers in the sport. Of course, his charge, Carl Frampton, running extremely well at the moment. Josh Taylor as well. David Hay back on the heavyweight scene and been putting plenty of work into his man, George Groves, for Saturday night. John Wayne Hibbert, we'll be hearing from shortly. And next to him, Martin Murray's agent, long-time friend Martin McHale. Of course, Adam Smith from Sky, and Martin Murray next to me on my right. Gentlemen, I'm going to pass over to say a few words now. This is a co-promotion, this fight between us and Sauerland. Of course, rich history between the two companies, made a number of fights over recent years. And before I pass over to Adam, I'd like Nisse Sauerland from Sauerland to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be back. Great to be working with Eddie and Matt through the Sky again. I think George has very fond memories of the O2 Arena. Of course, the old-time enemy there, James McGowan. We're going to be looking for a performance like that on Saturday. I think this fight has been, there's not been that many bad words between the two of them. And I think that shows the type of fight that everyone knows this is going to be. It's going to be a tough fight. Martin Murray has been in there with the best. He's come very close to beating the best. Should have perhaps got the rub of the green on a few of the fights. It's going to be a tough fight. And I know George has been training for a very tough fight. Him and Shane have been creating a masterclass in the gym. And I believe that you're going to see the best George Groves on Saturday. Hopefully we'll get the win. Thank you.
Thank you, Nisse. Adam, I know this is a fight you're very, very excited about. It's one that we've discussed for a long time, and on Saturday night it happens. A few words from you, and I know you've got some questions for the guys at the table.
Absolutely. We don't do the gloves are off. We're not really, really excited about a fight like this. I mean, we normally say both of the headline attractions in my view. The fight between George Groves and Martin Murray could headline pretty much any show anywhere. I think it's a terrific battle. I think they're two guys that we have huge respect for at Sky. We've shown a number of their fights, and they're both good guys. They're both great fighters, and they both want to become a world champion. So I think it's a perfect mix. I cannot wait for it. I'm also looking forward to seeing John Wayne Hibbert again. He always gives us value for money. He's a terrific character. He had a really good win over Tommy Martin in a fight. People couldn't predict that one, and I don't think people can predict this one. So let's start with it. Let's go to our Italian visitor down there with our friend Chris Kirby down there. I see Chris. Andrea, or to the pair of you. How excited, first of all, are you to be on a show like this in England? It's not just all due respect to the Grey Civic Hall, it's not a little leisure centre. This is a massive night for British boxing. How excited, first of all, just being a part of it, are you, Andrea?
Now it's in England, it's the America of boxing. Every time is a big show. Joshua fight is spiritual, but Manchester, the fight in the Manchester Arena, in the Liverpool, in the stadium, they are a fantastic night. We know John have been in exciting fights before. Andrea is 2 times Italian champion, Intercontinental champion, and 3 times. Correct, 3 times. So let's hope this will be a good fight for the fans
So Andrea's very hungry for a victory on this sort of a stage. How dangerous does he feel John Wayne Hibbert is, and how does he beat him?
I think Ebert is a very, very good boxer. But I Saturday night I'm ready to die. I'm ready for fight all my energy in the match. Win the best. I respect my opponent. Is awesome.
You're excited and ready.
Yes, because it's now is the most important match in my life. In Italy, event more big is impossible. We in Italy have a very, very difficulty to organize, to call the people to see the fight, and fight front of 20,000 people is first time, but it's not important. Important is the match. Important is fight, is win, is take them.
That's perfect. We wish you
Thank
well.
you. I'm sorry for.
No, you did terrific, and now we're going to get John in Italian. So. On a serious note, it's been fantastic, as Eddie said, your rise in the last couple of years. You've picked up experience from all sorts of situations and fights and belts, and obviously you bring a huge crowd as well along with you. But this is a huge night. It's the biggest yet for you. How highly do you rate Andrea Scarpa, and how prepared are you for what awaits on Saturday?
Well, obviously Andrea is a great opponent. He's 3 times Italian champion. I think also the IBF Intercontinental champion. I think he's ranked number 10 in the IBF, and I believe he hasn't been beaten 4 years. So, you know, that speaks for itself, really. You know, I've got to thank Eddie and Nathan for getting this fight. It's a huge, huge fight for me. And when I win, it was sitting on a world level. So, you know, I thank Eddie. And I just cannot wait to get in there on Saturday.
Do you think the experience of being on some of these big shows is really going to help you? I mean, you're kicking off our Sky Sports box office event, which I know you're looking forward to doing, but the fact that you've been there before with the big crowds and the big expectations, I suppose because of your big fan base, that will set you in good stead.
Yeah, I've boxed at the O2. This is my 5th time joining Mines at the Copper Box. It feels like home, you know. It's a great venue, like you said, in front of 16,000 people. It is like home, and you know, we've trained for 16 weeks for this fight, and believe me, we're ready.
It's not a bad home, is it? I think AJ feels the same way. It's pretty good company, isn't it?
It is pretty good.
Can you believe where you've come?
No, you know, from the city goals, like Eddie said, you know, 700, 800 people there to 16, 17,000 people, which is a pretty remarkable story, and I intend to keep it going and beating on the glass, and then moving on to bigger and better things.
Finally, are we going to get a traditionally exciting, enticing fight from John Wayne Hibbert that we're going to be talking about afterwards?
Well, you know that, don't you? You know that.
Wish you well, both of you. Thank you for that. Let's move